So, how are things?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just had your brother over, and he was saying that.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, he was saying that no matter how much he loves a woman, and is like he can't not have the impulse to fuck other women.
No way. Interesting, because we were kind of having like somewhat talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how it came up, but he like asked me, I said something and he was like, wait, so when you're with a guy, like you don't want to look at other men at all, or like you're not attracted to other men at all? And I'm like, well, depends, but
You have to be. You see something, it happens immediate. It's
yeah.
not a thought. It's
Yeah.
not a conscious.
Exactly. It's like, the eye is attracted to what it's attracted to, aesthetically pleasing, whatever it may be. And so
You don't have control over that.
yeah, but I was basically married in a relationship for a very long time, and you have certain boundaries and whatever, and basically that's all it should be, is a thought. But it's the one look. It's when you take that second look that you're consciously making that decision to check them out. And that was definitely an issue in my relationship. And so
Are you checking?
No, him.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. And
Instagram
so I would tell
thoughts.
him that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say, like, no, I never had an issue with it. Like I just, in the beginning of the relationship, before we were very serious, I had like TikTok and stuff, and there was people that I would like their stuff. Never even followed anyone on Instagram, TikTok, like nothing like that. But of course, when things were serious and you start having certain boundaries, you don't cross those. And so when you start having a problem and lying about it and crossing those boundaries over and over and breaking their trust, that's when it's an issue.
You feel a betrayal just in him looking at photos and liking photos on social media?
Yeah.
There's like a sense of betrayal in that for you?
Yeah. At least, at the point we were living together. So I'm like, bro, just like come to me whenever you want. Like, and then that creates a lot of insecurities in the girl, and that's when men tend to just attack, like, oh, you're just insecure, blah, blah. Like, yeah, and I'm allowed to be, because we're in a relationship and I have boundaries that you're crossing. So now I'm feeling some type of way about it. I'm allowed to. But it's such a thing. But I don't know. It's just like when you do feel a certain way about someone and you look at someone a certain way, you can notice beauty elsewhere, but it's like you don't want to look again. You don't want to entertain anything. You don't have any desire to, I don't know.
Whereas a man...
Well, fuck anything.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Men and women are fundamentally different in that a girl can be satisfied with one man, but a man really is only faithful to the degree of options that he has.
However, I feel like, it happens everywhere. A lot of it, though, I feel like is very Western European, because we're very sexual people,
Yeah,
other
sexualized.
cultures,
Everything is sexualized.
yes, other cultures aren't like us. They don't dress like us. They don't act the way we do. They don't present themselves in the way that we do. We're just sexual. That's
Modesty is still a thing in places.
Yes, exactly. And so I have come across men, believe it or not, who don't know who like Summer Rae is, or who like other people that I will talk to any man that I graduated with, and they would probably have followed her at some point, or these other girls.
To her.
Yeah, exactly.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I met men who like don't even need to look at soft porn to have a good time, because their connections are so much more genuine. They're friends with girls because they make connections and friendships. Every single guy friend I have right now, I guarantee if I asked if they would fuck me, they would say yes.
All of them.
Yes, and multiple of them have hit on me many times.
Not a single one of them would be like, you know,
I don't want to ruin our friendship.
I really care about this friendship.
No. And that's the shitty thing about having all like guy friends.
Because all of them like have like an ulterior motive.
Conflict of interest, yeah.
Conflict of interest. That's a good way to put it.
Since first grade, I've had guy best friends.
Yeah.
My whole life. I remember it was like me, Connor, Jareth, like the trio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little beaner. It was the three of us, like me and two boys. And like I just always had guy friends, definitely because of my past. You know, a lot of girls, oh, I just like guys, you know. It's definitely because of my trauma. That's why I'm like that.
Right. And then men are going to be, sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it.
Men are going to be on their best behavior too. Like, it's a different thing. So a woman friend isn't trying to fuck you.
Yeah.
Whereas most your man friends, no matter like how innocent it may seem,
are down.
They're down. You can, like you said. And
exactly.
There was this podcast where, this girl was like, oh, he's just been my friend for so long. And then we were just like, we're like family. It's like, oh, word. Well, give him a call right now and ask him why it's never gone to the next step and see what he says.
Because of her.
She did it. And guess what happened?
Went to the next step?
He was like, yeah, I've thought about that. Let's do it, you know?
Exactly. Oh, he's like my brother.
And she was crushed by it.
Damn. No, okay, that's so true. I was hanging out with one of my guy friends last night, and I was thinking it was me, two other girls, and him. Because the other guy friend that we hang out with is out of town, so he was just kind of surrounded by a bunch of girls. And I'm like, Jacob, I just use his name, but there's lots of Jacobs.
There's a lot of Jacobs.
You have hit. I don't give a fuck. You have hit on every single one of us in this room, and yet we're all like your best friends.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you really though? Do you really care about me? Or are you just like sticking around for the chance that, oh, maybe she might like give me a shot? And then the other girl that was with us is like, oh, Jacob's like my brother, you know, and talking about her getting with Jacob's brother and like saying, oh, Jacob would be your brother-in-law. And my other friend made a comment, oh, yeah, the brother-in-law that hits on you all the time. And so it's just like, no matter what, they're down. Yeah.
Kind of sad, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a drama-free situation having man friends, but that is also because they want to fuck you.
And the amount of conversations I've heard of just like, oh, she's so bad, and oh, this. Yeah, it gets really exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing here. In the animal kingdom,
oh boy,
this exists, you would say common. It's a common thing. Like wild horses, there's this breed of wild horse, right? Mm-hmm. That the alpha, the strongest, best looking horse, controls the watering hole. And he's got like 8 bitches. He fucks all of them, right? All of them. It's all bitches and the one alpha male. And he gets all of them. And basically, one by one, every day, every other day, every week, a horse comes to challenge him at the watering hole to take over the watering hole. So he can then take the alpha slot and have sex with everybody. Silverback gorilla.
God.
The silverback gorilla, or the lead alpha male in a gorilla tribe, whatever you call it, he has sex with all of the females. And the beta weaker gorillas wait. And once the silverback gorilla is done with them, then they come in and they raise the child that's not theirs. And then the girl will kind of be like, okay, yeah, you'll do now. He's busy.
He's busy.
Okay, so now go to the human condition where the top 15% of men, the top 10 to 15% of men have sex with 80% of the women.
Is that true?
It's true.
Damn.
Women are not attracted to 80% of men.
Yeah, that's fair. 100%.
8 out of 10 men, they're not going to do it.
That's crazy because I always say, like, women are pretty. Like, all women are pretty. Most women are pretty. You could pretty much find any cute girl. But men, very rare.
Much more rare.
Yeah.
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 I was saying I was in Portland and
fuck. And I'm like, am I just gay? Anyway.
that's fair. But I was in fucking Portland and it was just like 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
And I looked around at what the women were working with and was like, yo.
Slim fucking pickings.
What the fuck? They were all like overweight, bad skin, just looked like they're on that tail end of a fucking bender and they all just looked fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so that girl and that girl and that girl, like, who's here for them?
Yeah.
And it's nobody. No. Literally nobody. And it's like, they have to, like, what do they do? Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's really fucking bad. Like, I had no idea.
I mean, I like to keep my standards pretty high.
Yeah.
Because, you know, pretty much, yeah, it's really easy to find someone to have sex with, like a man. As a woman, it's easy to find sex. I could ask any one of my friends to be like, if you hit up someone on your phone right now, could you find someone right now to have sex with if you want a dick? All of my girlfriends, yeah, for sure. Easy. Like, we've all got...
That's crazy.
Got multiple options. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But, you know, all these men are like trying with their strongest game to try and slide through.
Yeah.
Any chance they got. But we're just like, no. And so I'm able to keep my standards high for that reason.
Because there's so many options.
Yeah, if you don't have options, you know, you kind of have to lower your standards. That's how I feel when I'm on Mutual, the dating app.
For Mormons.
Yeah, I have to lower my standards look-wise a lot. Standards, you know, obviously the standards are higher. That's the whole idea.
So you're plucking from the Mormon pool, of like the Mormon genealogy, the Mormon available
There's some cute
singles.
Ones. Some.
Ooh.
It's like when you have Tinder versus like mutual Tinder, there's a lot. But obviously so many that just want to fuck. So many hoes and so many whatever. And mutual, there's a lot more real, down to earth, people who want something like long lasting.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit harder in that sense.
Because it's slim pickings.
Yes.
But
that's the best way
if
I
you
can say.
Get one, though, then you got one.
Yeah.
You got one for real.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, it's going to be a guy that grew up probably under marriage.
It says in their
parents.
profile, yeah, if they're looking for temple marriage, casual dating, whatever, if they served a mission, if they attend church, it's optional if you want to put in your profile or not, but a lot of people do have that in their profile. So a lot of them are just like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
The Mormons, interestingly enough, used to do the things that the horse did.
You're not wrong. I was going to say, that is one point I was going to make about the horses and the gorillas. I think lions do that a little bit.
I'm sure they do.
The women, do they not help each other raise all the kids, all the babies, the offspring?
They probably do.
So there's a community there. And that was kind of the idea with the Mormons back in the day, whatever. I don't even fucking know. Everyone has an issue with it. But that is kind of the idea of the women help each other. And there's a community there.
Do you have an issue with it?
Here, no one gives a fuck about each other. I think it works for animals. Not
We're animals.
People.
Excluding us from being animals?
Yeah.
Because we are animals.
Yeah. Because there's a little bit more. So.
We build spaceships and shit.
More like we have disorders and abandonment issues and shit. And we off ourselves. We're pretty much, I don't know. I'm sure there's animals that have killed themselves. Yeah. But I mean,
it's got to be so fucking rare.
We're in like the millions, exactly. So like,
yeah, we are very special in that.
We're on
sense.
Different levels.
Well, it's not even comparable to anything else.
Those are different emotional, mental levels that don't match any other animal. So it works for them. I got a fear of abandonment, so if we're sharing a man, that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah, I know that gays exist. The gay animals exist in nature, but I've not heard about suicide in the animal kingdom.
I know they like die of depression.
It gets so sad that they'll just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't really have a way. Like I have a friend that's tried to kill himself a lot of times, and he hasn't been successful.
It hasn't worked. Yeah.
Yeah. So an animal, they don't even have opposable thumbs. So it's like, how the fuck did they kill themselves?
Get on something really high, jump off.
That's it.
Run in front of a car.
Yes.
Maybe that's why some of them do.
Deers do that. Maybe they're just really sad.
The deer in headlights.
Yeah, they're sad and they know that.
They're like,
that's
I'm going to get eaten anyway.
Yeah.
It's hunting season.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough.
Who fucking knows? But I don't know. It could work for some people. Maybe not. You know, there's people who have open relationships. So shit.
See, I'm a math, numbers guy, logic guy, not really emotions much and stuff. I would react to everything logically. Someone's fucking crying. I don't want to get into it, but it was just somebody was crying. I came home from Las Vegas and my roommate was like crying because he got caught up. He caught a case and shit. He was drunk. He caught a case.
Damn.
And my reaction to it was just like, what's the charge? Like, what class is it? What class of misdemeanor is it? Is it a misdemeanor? Is it a ticket? Like, and I'm just running through like, okay, so what's the case? How do you fight it? And like, dude just needed a hug.
What can
like that dude, he was fucking down bad. He needed a fucking hug. But I'm in the kitchen like surveying the papers.
What can we do?
He's like, yeah, he's crying. He's like, all right, so what are we doing with this? Like, what does this all mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I go. I'm not gonna hug you. I'll show you that I care by like trying to help you beat the case, but I'm not gonna fucking hug you.
Yeah.
And it's
very
like
interesting. Yeah. Because I can understand that. I understand that because I have two sides to me. When I work with kids, no, because sometimes even then it's hard. I have to be emotionally available. If I'm not emotionally available, I'm not hugging you. And a lot of times my sister will come, try to talk to me, try and get a hug from me, and I am just so uncomfortable. Like, she comes to me crying, can I have a hug? I get so uncomfortable. And giving her the hug, it's just the most uncomfortable thing ever.
You're just not in the right place for it.
No. And I guess that's a big thing about like consensual hugs and, you know, whatever. For some people, it's a big deal. For some people, it's not. But I've seen people with a phobia of hugging and who freak the fuck out. So it's just a thing. And I get super uncomfortable. But when a little kid is coming up to me crying because they hurt themselves and they're like reaching for a hug, I'm going to give them a hug and I'm going to give them the comfort that they need, because I know if those needs are not met, trauma happens. But maybe, I don't know. It depends on if I'm emotionally available, because there are some days where I don't want to do it with the kids. Sometimes I don't have the energy to sympathize with them when I'm like, I have real problems going on, bro. I don't have time to sit here and listen to you cry. And they're like 5 fucking years old. This is the biggest deal to them in the world. So yeah, that's very interesting, because some people, my older brother, Junior, he like is not affectionate at all. He's the same way. He like gives head hugs, doesn't hug people unless it's like the person they want to. Because with my significant other, yeah, all over them, clingy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Let me throw a hypothetical at you. You meet the man of your dreams. He checks every single fucking box. Over 6 foot, well over 6 figures. Great looking, good genes, good parents. But you sense that he's growing dissatisfied. And your only way to keep him is to let him have sex with other women sometimes. And you could set the ground rules to where it's never emotional. It always has to be in passing. And it's just because he needs it.
All right.
He's a silverback gorilla and you're not letting him.
That's the thing.
You're not letting him out the cage, and you have to let him out of the cage.
I'm a trauma worker. So my first question is why? Why do you need sex so bad that your partner isn't enough?
Say it's a genetic impulse.
Where did that come from?
It's just powerful people, kings and princes and stuff have always had multiple wives.
So they're a sex addict?
No, I think that it might be in our genetic makeup to want that. Like Nash saying, like, I love this woman and stuff, but I want to fuck all of them.
I couldn't do it. No.
It would be it. You'd be like, all right.
I
gotta try my chances back and jump back in the dating
I don't
pool.
understand how that happens. I am just the most obsessive, loyal, clingy person ever. I'm like, what's wrong with you kind of thing. Like, why can't you stay loyal?
Why aren't you like me?
Yeah, do you have daddy issues? Like, what's the deal? I would try and figure it out with them. Try and figure it out if it's medical, see if there's something we could do. But yeah, if they are just dead set on that, I'm like, it's me or the hose. And I kid you not, I have said that within the last 2 weeks to someone. It's me or the hose. Like, you can't have both.
So you're gonna draw the line.
Yeah.
Interesting, because why I bring it up is I listened to a girl that is madly in love, and she's married to a 10%er or whatever, top 15, top 10% of.
Okay.
And he was growing dissatisfied, and she could sense that he was like slowly kind of wanting out.
And like, why though? What was making him dissatisfied? That's what I would try and, I guess.
So you would dig super deep into what is it, and if what it is just, look,
boredom.
I need variety.
If you're bored, you're a narcissist. I hate to break it to you.
Or if you need variety, like, I like the bananas, but I also like the apples and watermelons.
It's giving a little personality disorder.
Little disorder there.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Little dysfunction.
Okay.
And that could be the genetic thing too. Absolutely. That can come from there slightly, and probably also from environmental, but
I think that given pretty much any man the opportunity of a consequenceless fuck once a year, you're like, look, like, you can fuck somebody else once a year. It has to be in passing. No emotional attachments. The guy is going to say yes basically 100% of the time. American
and Western men 100% of the time. Yes.
Okay, so you think a lot of it's cultural conditioning.
Yes. I think there are some very loyal men out there.
Okay, so I wonder what percentile you're getting into there with like the top.
Very, 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 very.
So
yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So you're looking at a percentage of the 15%. So you're now, I think you're in the 3%, 4% range of the entire male population.
Do you understand why I'm so hopeless and discouraged and having a very hard time? Yeah. I have met men who have felt bad about being attracted to a celebrity and have come to their spouse feeling guilty for being attracted to a celebrity.
Yeah, your brother had a dream that he like held somebody's hand and felt guilt.
There you go.
Kissed somebody in his dream and felt guilt.
There you go. He's
That's
like,
what
why
you
is
want.
that in my head? Yeah. Yeah, there's men like that. And yeah, honestly, because that's how I am too.
You have a dream and then you're like,
I'm so sorry. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I actually probably would feel too bad to tell the person.
wow. But you would be wrestling.
I would
with
definitely overthink it. Yeah.
it. Interesting.
And probably talk about it in therapy. And he'd tell me, that's your OCD, babes.
The girl in that situation let her man fuck. She said that.
That's so sad.
She said that, okay, like I feel like I'm losing you. I can't lose you.
Why? Why? And then that's her issue.
She has a child with him.
Still, go
Okay,
go
okay,
get that.
okay.
Go get that kid a stepdaddy, someone better who's not gonna get bored with you. That's my personal opinion. I find that really sad.
Retrying the dating pool as a single mother. You have
Motherfuckers
to-
love MILFs. These days, they love their MILFs. The dude I was just talking about who hit on all of his friends.
Right.
He just got out of a relationship with a girl who had a kid. And he was like, yeah, I'm totally down for the whole stepdaddy thing.
I'm not. I've been on the internet listening to like testimonials of men. And like, I've been listening to this guy, Rich Cooper. And he is like alpha, like 6'3" millionaire guy, supercars, big house, good looking guy. Very successful, whatever. And he's like a fucking internet YouTube personality, and he gives dating advice. And the people that go on that fucking show and the stories that they tell about being with a woman with somebody else's children, it's bad.
Really?
It's really bad.
Because of the ex?
Because it's not your child. So you can raise the kid, say the kid's calling you dad, you get in early, and you do it for 6 or 7 years. The relationship doesn't work. That's not your child. You may love it.
Yeah.
You raised it. You love it like it's your own. But the mother doesn't like you anymore. It's over. The kid is gone because the kid is not yours.
Sucks for you, yeah.
Yeah, it would be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because you're growing attachment to it. It may be calling you dad and stuff. And just that, I don't know, it's just so much horror stories about it that has made me think like, I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're that girl,
Damn.
you're that girl and you're feeling your man drifting and you have a kid with him and you want to hold the relationship together and you do decide that you want to start dating again and leave the man and the father of your child, you are now re-entering the dating pool with a kid. And you were saying that there's plenty of men that are willing to raise somebody else's child.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a lot of men that aren't.
Yeah.
So
Feel bad for my friend with 3 kids. She just broke up with her.
with the
her man's
father of the children.
3. They're fucking crazy.
She's your age?
A little older. Couple years.
23?
3, yeah.
Okay. So if I see a 23-year-old with 3 children, I'm swiping left.
What if she's fine as fuck,
I'm
though?
swiping
like
left.
10 out of 10.
10 out
Really?
of 10, I'm swiping left.
Okay.
My friends are swiping left.
Okay.
If
That's a lot of kids. 3 is a lot.
3 is a lot.
3 is a
one,
lot.
I think my buddies, I would still
Maybe.
swipe left. Maybe
Yeah.
1 or 2 of my buddies would swipe right.
Yeah. But 3 is
3 is a lot. I mean, you're stepping into a fucking nightmare.
That's a family. Pete Davidson had no problem.
Okay, I mean that's a different thing there. That's
they're out there, I guess.
It didn't work out though, did it?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, he's like a
Yeah.
fucking spiraling, like mentally ill drug addict.
He jumped at the chance to get with Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Even though she has kids and stuff, she's like a high value woman.
What would you do?
With Kim?
Yeah.
I would do it.
Ah,
See, there's levels to this
there
shit.
you go. You just have to be good enough.
But that's us. Nobody's there though.
That's facts.
Like that. You talk about Kim. We start talking numbers on that. It's like, it's nobody.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kanye's kids too, not just kids. It's
Yeah,
Kanye West's babies.
Yeah, and he's like fucking a
Are you
madman.
really doing that? God damn.
That is a gnarly thing to step
God.
into.
Damn.
And the Kardashians are like black widows. They eat their
Exactly.
they eat their men. They're man eaters.
Yeah.
So, but even I would still do it.
Oh my god. Said I would still do it. Jesus.
Just let him eat me.
Crazy. I mean, yeah, there are some men where I'm like, yeah, play me, break my heart. I don't give a fuck. That's
Right.
facts. Yeah.
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 And it exists for women too. I mean, it's not as much.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Very rare.
I feel like there's probably more men that's just like, all right, I mean, I kind of know how this ends, but like, holy shit, I mean, fucking look at you. Jesus Christ.
That's, yeah.
There's some out there, right?
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
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 Kelly Oubre. Yeah.
Kelly Oubre fucking
Uh-huh. Yeah, I would get
inboxes you.
I would get mixed up in that. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's like married right now, no?
And if he was, you would like,
Yeah, I know
Still-
he's got someone. Yeah.
you would do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then you get into like people are gonna start hating on you. Everyone's gonna know you and then everyone's gonna hate you if people find out. That's
Yeah.
one thing you have to think of.
But attention is currency. That's the only reason why
Facts. And then people know about me.
People
and then
know
more
about
people
you.
in the DMs.
Yeah, more in DMs, and then you can start turning profits
I guess so.
here and there,
yeah.
and then now it's business.
Yeah.
Dating in 2022.
I hate it. I'd rather do anything else.
It's a cesspool.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. And I don't. What do? You find somebody that hasn't gone through the same cultural programming, but my grandfather didn't go through. On my mom's side, my mother's father was an artist that just fucked. He was fucking so many different women all the time. And he's had probably over 25 kids.
Damn.
He doesn't know what my mom's middle name is, what her birthday is.
Yeah,
he
and
has no fucking idea. And he didn't go
there's
through that cultural programming.
People like
He's just
that.
an alpha.
Just-
He's just an artist, a rich artist that's 6 foot and
But how was his childhood though? Do we know?
I don't think he went. His father was a successful musician, and he had he has a school named after him, and I don't know if his mom and his father were intact.
Okay. Well, that would be the first place I would go.
My father didn't really go through the cultural indoctrination programming, kind of grew up on a farm. Not like TV was still black and white, 6, 7 channels. Look what he did.
How was he raised?
Mom and father around. Larry, mom and dad was around.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom and father was around. He grew up on a farm. Pretty traditional.
I think father was an alcoholic. Maybe.
Speculation. Maybe.
And then also when he was hospitalized as a baby, as a child. Mm-hmm. Speculation there too. Something happened.
He was diddled, he was molested.
Yeah.
So.
But at the same time, you never know. Some people do just, that's personality disorder. Mm-hmm. Right there, for sure, if I've ever seen one.
My friend Rico fucks around on his wife. He's from Guatemala. He didn't get any of the cultural programming.
Is he a narcissist?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's facts. I mean, hella Tongans cheat too and knock people up, and definitely where you grow up, environment, lots of stuff.
Yeah, with Central America, Guatemala, Mexico, the men, it's in their culture for men to beat their women and cheat on them.
Yeah.
It's extremely common. Mm-hmm. Almost all of the people that I know from there, that's just what it is. You have your wife that you come home to and your family, but you have other women that you see.
And that you're nice to them.
Right. And then you do have the main one that you come home to, and you do come home every day, and you do raise your kids, but you're also cheating.
On the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's everybody that like has like immigrants from that part of the world. That's what they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So.
Can't really get away.
You really just got to hope you get lucky here, because it's tough.
It is tough.
It's a fucking war field.
Yeah. And it's almost not worth it.
Oh, man. Are you talking to that guy that sort of the Hawaii guy that you would drop everything for?
No, still with that girl. So, I would marry him right now.
But he's got that other girl.
Yeah. So, I've just been hanging out, went to a party this last weekend, met a cute white boy.
There you go. Why?
I know.
Shit.
I know.
Oh, no,
we've been texting.
You can't do that.
I know. So not like me. But he's like over 6 foot, so.
That's good.
Yeah. He's cute, obviously, in my opinion.
Maybe he's the one. Nah.
I mean, maybe, but, with how things are, I'm just not ever optimistic about that kind of shit. Ever.
You don't get in your head like.
No. I mean, well, of course I do. I'm like.
You have to.
I think about stuff, and, but realistically, I keep it real. Probably just wants to fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he really doesn't. And honestly, he seemed really sweet, really genuine. I would like to think he doesn't want to. But I've been wrong many times about that kind of stuff. So you never know. It sucks. Sucks really bad.
How old is he?
20.
20. Your age.
Yeah, and I guess so I ended up looking at his his user yesterday, and his name was very familiar. I was talking to my friend about him, and she was like, what's his last name? And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it's this. And I was like, oh, shit. And we both looked at each other and were like, that sounds really familiar. So I was like looking him up, and we have a lot of mutual friends, and I've definitely heard of him before, definitely know of him. So I don't know. I hang out with him.
Yeah.
But shit's rough.
I tend to only meet girls that are cool, like outside of the state that I live in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I travel a lot, and then I end up meeting, like in Austin, Texas, I met this like fucking beautiful girl and stuff, but I couldn't
Damn.
be anything or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. My mom. I was talking to my mom, and she's like, "Hey, Ulisses, do you have a girlfriend?" And I'm like, "Nah, mom." She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like you're old." That's what she said. "What the fuck is wrong with you? You're old."
Still supportive.
And I'm like,
So
Mom,
sweet.
it just hasn't come out of a
Hasn't
relationship.
happened.
Yeah. Long-term relationship with the girl that I really tried to make things work with. I loved her and stuff, but what's that? What's the divorce term? Irreconcilable differences.
Mm.
So it just couldn't. It wasn't long-term and stuff. But yeah, now my mom's on my ass, and I have to. I don't know. What do I do?
As a girl, I would say go out with your girls, get drunk and dance, and you'll probably wake up the next morning with 8 new Snapchats, because that's what happened to me.
You got your fake ID?
No, just a party, just a house party.
House parties.
Yeah.
You wake up the next day, you have like 7 different fucking Snapchats.
I'm like, who are these people? Except the one that I remembered, of course. I know exactly who that one was.
Yeah.
I knew exactly, but everyone else, I'm like, who the fuck are these people? So that's what I would say. But as a man, you're the one who actually has to make the move. I didn't ask for no one Snapchat that night. I was approached for communications.
Yeah.
So it's very different.
Yeah. I went to Vegas and fucked some girl.
Right on.
That was shitty. That was like super
so
shitty. That was
relatable.
Like, I was so fucking drunk that I couldn't see. I literally couldn't, like, I was like, we were in the fucking hotel lobby and I'm trying to book another room so I don't hook up with this girl in a bed right next to my brother.
Damn, yeah, fair.
And I lost her. She went to the bathroom or something. And I was like scanning the lobby and like I couldn't see.
That's crazy.
I was so fucking drunk.
Damn.
Yeah. And I like walked into the hotel and she was walking out and I'm like, "You're hot. Good job." And she's like, "You're hot." And I'm like, "Word, what are you doing?" And then boom, 45 minutes later.
Oh my God. It's true though. It's true. It's true. That's how it happens sometimes.
But the experience was so empty and shitty. Like,
yeah, I've been there.
it's seriously like, while I was doing it, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is stupid.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I'm getting nothing from this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn, you know? It's so hyped. Like, that shit is so hyped, but it's so fucking empty.
Yeah.
Like a drug.
Yeah. Emptier than just like going home and sleeping in your bed.
It's more sad than sleeping alone.
The amount of times I wished like that I had just stayed home and went to bed and got good sleep and was like comfy in my bed instead of having issues. And now every time I'm asked, "Hey, come spend the night," I'm like, what the fuck you trying to do? And, you know, obviously only one thing if they want me to spend the night. And it's 2 a.m. My bed sounds so good right now. Like, genuinely, I would much rather go to sleep with my dog, get a good night's sleep, comfortable in bed, than waking up nervous with some random, I don't even know.
It's so much better in your head than it actually is the fucking problem. You think that it's going to be like something good in your head, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
It's the build up and all the everything.
Yeah, it's like everything else, and then it fucking sucks.
And when it happens, you're like, wait, this is it? Fuck.
Yeah, so I mean, the move is definitely know the person.
Yeah. Have a connection.
maybe. Yeah.
Somewhat. A little bit.
Build a connection with the person and maybe like care about them.
Yeah. That's helpful.
Know who they are.
Yeah, their name definitely helps.
Know their name, like know like a hobby they have.
I was gonna say maybe what they do for a living. I realize that's a big thing that just like really actually helps you get to know someone or into their life just by one question. Like just get to know what they do for a living. Figure out what they're about. And if you like that, okay. You can put out if you want. You can put out whenever you want, but
yeah, they're gonna take it.
Yeah,
they'll take it. But that's pretty like what they spend most of their time doing. I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do with like a majority of all of your time in life?
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. What does your world revolve around?
Exactly.
And if it's like
minus 5-year-olds.
5-year-olds.
That's appealing to a lot of men.
What jobs are there that somebody will say and you'd be like, phew, I was into you until what you just said there.
Well, military guys always.
Okay.
I work at a car dealership. Yeah, I sell cars. What do you do? I'm a bartender. No. Yeah.
Bartender, car dealer.
Yeah. A military.
And a military guy.
Yeah.
Like those three things, you say that and you're out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are things that they would say they do where you're like, oh.
Construction, those are my men.
Really?
Construction is hot.
A construction worker.
Blue collar workers, hot.
Like manual labor jobs.
Maintenance, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Like get your hands dirty.
Yeah. Like you're fucking doing something worth value. You're not sitting in a swivel chair in like a fucking suit.
Yeah.
Drinking coffee, trying to sell stuff.
Yeah. Come home sweaty and dirty with like paint all over you. I like that.
I don't tell girls that I'm a salesman. That's interesting that you say that because I instinctively know.
It's because it's the dealership thing. The dealership is such a toxic environment. Anyone that knows about it, like everyone's cheating on their partners in there. Like I know because I seen it firsthand. So
it's toxic.
Very toxic.
Very competitive and toxic, and a lot of alcohol and coke.
Yeah.
A lot of cocaine.
Drugs, yeah. Sleep your way to the top. It's like, yeah, that's just how it is. And so I do not traumatize. Call it what it is. It's trauma. I won't do it.
Right. Even though they're fucking paid. Like if they're good at what they do, they got bread as fuck. Nah. No. Construction worker, yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, if you could drive, you got your forklift license? Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
You're pretty unique in that way.
Yeah, it's okay. What am I supposed to like? Businessmen? Ew. Got me fucked up. If he can cook, like someone who works at a restaurant, like a chef, cook.
Good.
Yeah.
Manual laborer.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's mostly what I hear on the internet and what girls are from Western society is the opposite of what you said. Like,
I mean, they like their firefighters,
the
right?
business.
Oh, they like the business?
They want the business. They want money.
I guess.
And the manual labor guy isn't going to be able to provide for a family.
No, but that's why I'm going to be a professor.
And then you're going to be the breadwinner?
I guess.
You don't seem too happy about that.
I don't know.
The thought of that.
I'm looking at fucking marrying immigrants, so clearly my head is elsewhere. Not even worried about that type of shit. Definitely just.
So you're cool with like somebody doing manual labor that didn't go to college?
Yeah.
Completely fine with that?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Especially there's guys that like go do their HVAC, do air conditioning. They make good money.
Yeah, plumbers?
Yeah.
Make fucking great money.
Fuck yeah. Pool guy? Fuck yeah. Give me a pool guy. Give me a scorpion sprayer. Maybe not that one. But yeah, I can get down.
That's interesting. If I was on a date with a girl, I could give a fuck less what they do. I could give a fuck less about their education.
Yeah, that's normally how it is.
Like, I don't care. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care if you dropped out of 3rd grade. I don't give a fuck.
That's crazy. That's like the main thing I look at next to like your looks, you know, your race. What do you do? What are you doing?
Right.
That's what I look at.
Yeah.
That's everything. What do you do? What do you want?
I could be sort of interested in knowing what a girl does just so I know like what she's spending a bunch of time doing and get insight there. But like, I really don't care.
I do because
Really?
I'm like, okay, what are the father of my children going to be providing me with the rest of my life?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't see it that way at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, as long as they're not into some weird shit, like if they're like a sex worker or something, I wouldn't be cool with that.
They had OnlyFans?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Not down.
Nah, or like someone's in a porn or stuff like that would turn me off.
That's fair.
But anything else, I don't care.
Yeah.
Really.
Stripper?
Nah,
No.
unless she was bringing me money, which you probably don't like hearing. But it's just like,
That's funny. Okay.
I get a cut.
Okay.
If you're with me and I'm allowing you to sell your body.
Yeah, a lot of girls feel a certain type of way about that. That could be very controversial, but I get it. I get it.
Or I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair.
It's just no.
Understandable.
Yeah, like would you date a guy that gets
I'm crazy.
naked
I'm
in front of
crazy.
women and they throw money at
Answer's
him?
already an out. I'm like, nah,
But it would still probably be no for you, even if he's like, all right, I'll bring you 1,000 a week.
that's not enough. More.
2,000 a week.
Maybe. Maybe. If I knew he was coming home with me and money, maybe.
Right, 2 G's, boom.
Maybe.
Every single week.
I
Monday,
could
all right, here's 2 G's.
I could maybe get down.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Same stuff.
Everything has a price.
Everything has a fucking price to it.
God damn.
Where's the best place you think to meet a man?
church?
Church?
No, but probably the best kind of men you're gonna find.
The best quality.
Yeah, that would be the advice I would give a girl. But if you really want to get to know people, like school functions, I even think parties sometimes depends, you know. For me, parties is good because there's a lot of options. I can like pick out the ones, but then you have to sort through all the bad ones. And that's a pain in the ass. So,
Right.
yeah. That's where you
Yeah.
can meet a lot of people, good people, church and school,
I can go to church.
events.
I can go hit up a church and just sit
Yeah,
there.
a singles ward.
Yeah.
I've thought about that.
But the Mormon gene pool is so bad.
That's what I mean by slim pickings on Mutual. It's the same shit over and over, and it's not what I like. So,
The gene pool is very bad. I don't know what the fuck they did.
well, they haven't mixed at all. It's
It's just too white.
yeah. Do you think?
Yes.
At least that's what it is for me. That's why I'm not attracted to any of them.
I'm attracted to white women, but that's not that they're all ugly. White women.
Okay, interesting. Because to me, I just see it as they're all white, and I just don't like white guys. So I find like the few brown ones in there, and they're cute because they're brown. Not because they're brown, but
Right. I see what you're saying.
they tend to be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like some white guys, but yeah, I guess that is what it is then. It's not it.
Word. Well, that concludes this episode. We gave y'all some fucking dating advice. Some gems
yeah.
there. Take it home with you.
Yes, the best people to get dating advice
Oh,
from.
yeah.
We got you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Love you. Thanks.